Pass to Tiny. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen. Here's Howell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Takes a 3. Cartwright gets the bucket. Cartwright's got 12 in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Timeout called the Rockets. Here's the dude. Pass to Howell. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Houston.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's the closer. All sorts of time. And it's Howell with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Right side Bosch. And he nails the jumper. Bosch has got 5 points in the quarter. Magic leading by 23. Pass to the great one. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Stolen by Bosch. And now here comes Bosch leading the break. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Bosch has got 15.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Pass to Tiny. There's the 3. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Drew. Here's the monster. To the inside. And then Bosch with the jam.
In perfect timing. This one is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
Chen passes to the great one. Here's the closer. Shot clock at 6. Pass to the great one. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 18.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's the monster. Bosch, the screen. Takes the 3. And that one's good. The monster.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The dude, he's checked in for Houston. Good on both. Here's Drew. 8 points for him. Outside Bosch from the arc. And another three for Houston.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Count that one. And that's 15 points for B-Train. Rockets trail by 18. The monster passes to Groove. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Tiny. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Prime time's checked in for Bosch. And he makes both free throws. Here's the monster. He has 5. Pass to the dude. Here's prime time. And he knocks down the first one. Fresh is checked in for Houston. And he knocks down the first one. Fresh is checked in for Houston. Thunder comes in for the monster. Orlando also making some changes. Shake and Bake comes in for Tiny. And the franchise is subbed in for B-Train. Here's Thunder. Still scoreless. Bucket is good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Magic.
On that one, good work all around.
Magic leading by 20. Magic leading by 20. Pass to the great one. Here's the franchise. They set the pick. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Fresh, the pass to Howell. Here's Thunder. To the paint. Howell with the bucket. Howell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And not being as
Howell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
and not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Right wing. Here's Shake and Bake. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Here's Thunder. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's the franchise. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
For the Rockets, Hill comes in for the dude, and it's Tiny in for Fresh. The great ones checked in for Orlando. Thunder passes to Hill. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Conley. Pass to the franchise. Here's the great one. They shoot again. Out to the wing. Here's the franchise. 6 on the shot clock. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. The franchise has got 22. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Thunder. Down low, another steal. Here's the franchise. Again, the Magic score.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And so it's Orlando, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. The franchise is out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Cartwright, and there's B-Train, and it's Chen in at the point. There's the screen from downtown, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Thunder passes to Bosch. Outside, Kukoc. Pass to Thunder. Orlando grabs the miss. B-Train's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's Shake and Bake. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Pass to the franchise. Nailed from three-point land.
23.
The franchise has got 30 points.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Howell. Kukoc with it, covered by Conley. Conley against Kukoc. Here's Thunder. Can they get it? And it goes down 2 points.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Primetime. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Pass to the franchise. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Stolen by Conley. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Primetime.
Magic foul. Number 23. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. number 17.
First free throw is good. The Monsters checked in for Houston. Lights out checked in for the Magic. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Here's Mr. Perfect to the left side wing. Here's Shake and Bake, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Now, here's Drew out to the right wing. Here's Thunder. And some nice passing there by Houston. 6 to shoot. Shake and Bake grabs the miss. Shake and Bake's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to the franchise. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Howell can't hit. The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. They get the rebound. Conley with a wide open look. Tries yet again. Shake and Bake, no good. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Through with the ball. Here's Howell. Shoots a fader. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
And it's Houston's ball. It's been 10 unanswered points.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
There's a screen. Here's the franchise, and he gets it to go from the high post. The franchise has got 32 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Howell. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Here's prime time, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the inside, Baston, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Thunder passes to Groove. Over Conley. Groove, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Howell. A rebound by the franchise. Well, Orlando shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Over to the left wing. Chen passes to Baston. Pulls from the top of the key. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's good for 2. Here's Mr. Perfect. And over the last 2 years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
Here's the franchise. Cranes it from beyond the arc. The franchise has got 18 points just in the second half.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Here's Thunder. Shake and Bake grabs the miss. Shake and Bake's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Baston. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Third personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Orlando. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Houston making some changes. Bosch is checked in for prime time. And it's the dude in for Thunder. And so he hits both. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And the Magic making a change here.
For your Watch City, Texas!
Magic shooting well. They're at 45%.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Houston ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
.157 left in the fourth quarter. Now, Grew. Howell passes to Grew. Three-pointer, Kukoc. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to the bodyguard. And the shot is good. The bodyguard's got his first 2 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Orlando.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Bodyguards checked in for the Magic. Pass to Kukoc. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And after that slow start, finally looks like he's finding his touch from beyond.
Chen passes to Conley. Here's the franchise. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. The franchise has got 38 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this